Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
Heyo.
Victor's playing Mario.
So
We've still got Hope around. Hope is going to tell us...
She's here or whatever.
Hope's going to give a PCP-style lecture on some personal lolcow of hers, I guess.
I don't have a whiteboard, so I feel a little underprepared, but I can't actually take complete credit for this individual. I have a coworker who I work with, and she actually went to college with this guy. His name is Bobby King Murugu, and he is like
Murugu?
straight
Is it
Murugu.
Murugu.
Bobby
Yes,
King
Bobby King
Murugu.
Murugu, that's his name. And apparently he literally, like, immigrated from Africa. I don't remember exactly where in Africa, but like, so like...
Victor completely forgot to do the 12.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn it,
it's
Victor.
whatever. Cause I'm a fucking pro at the game. I don't need 12 o'clock as I jump into the abyss.
Well, excellent.
Okay. So what do I just like stand on the ledge?
Yeah,
and
you
get
just
ready?
wait until it hits 12 o'clock. You just gotta be patient.
Do I have to be both?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. All right, talk about Bobby King Murugu.
But yeah, he went to college with actually a friend of mine, and he's from one of the more like bumfuck Egypt parts of Virginia, so like really kind of remote. At least that's
I
where
thought
he
you were going
immigrated
to
to.
say he's from the more bumfuck part of Egypt.
No!
Like, because he said he's from Africa.
No, like the
He's
bumfuck
Egyptian,
Egypt
yes.
parts of Virginia, worse than Virginia Beach. But they went to college together in like a really small country-ish Virginia part of Virginia, and ever since college, she's remained friends with him on Facebook. And sometimes out of the blue, he would just Facebook message her, and like it would be this just really bizarre message that would start out really simple. It would start out with like him asking how she's doing, what her life is like, getting an update, and it would devolve into him explaining how now he lives in California and he's homeless. And he's sleeping on the streets on a cardboard box, and he just got out of prison because he was selling like fake Gucci bags or something. He wasn't just selling like a couple fake Gucci bags. He had like pounds and pounds of fake Gucci bags that he was caught with.
Pounds of fake Gucci bags.
Like he was moving serious stock of fake Gucci bags if what this man is saying can be considered to be true. That being said, I have no idea if this man ever did truly go to jail, or if he even, like, where he lives.
Ever once held a fake Gucci bag in his hand.
I really
Sir,
don't know.
Have you ever truly held a fake Gucci bag?
Have you
I
ever?
don't buy this story.
Because where he lives, at a time would, like, change every day. Like, he would check in on Facebook from a different part of the United States, like, every day. It started off that he was in California, and then, like, he was in, like, Illinois, and then he was in Missouri, and then he was in Georgia.
Like he was saying that, or it said that on his Facebook?
Like, he would check in on Facebook
Okay.
from these places.
Weird.
Like,
How is that even possible?
I really don't know how this man managed it.
Victor, you should.
Oh,
go back
put it down
down.
this
Oh, I thought I had to go through
Go
there.
down there, and then jump over there. It's very simple.
I'm scared.
Ew, you did it.
Yeah, I did. I got one.
Hey, you did it.
I just
You
gotta
got
keep
the star.
easy moding the level forever.
Yeah.
I like that there's a hack in this game for hashtag Mario hacks.
Well, you
I
can't
think
do
there's
that.
some stars you can't get that way though, because like you have to ride some of the moving stuff to get them. You
That's
know.
fucking gay.
So you know, it's not a save
Alright.
all scenario.
Let's
Anyway, continue
truly-
to teach us about Bobby King Murugu.
Oh,
King
Bobby King Murugu. So that starts out relatively normal. It's whatever. He posts some kooky stuff sometimes. Like he has some kooky opinions about politics and the world.
As does everyone on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Like not too abnormal. You know, the fake Gucci bag thing's pretty funny, and you're just like, well, yeah, whatever. All right. So I don't even know how he came to realize that I exist, but one day he sent me a Facebook request, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to know what this is about. And so I accepted his Facebook request. He's only personally messaged me once, and it was a very, like, it was an abnormal conversation, but not anything too terrifying. So I was like, whatever. And, so he went on about his way, occasionally posting, like, super bizarre stuff, like, was there anything he did that was really kooky
I don't really
before
remember anything.
he made the big transition?
I remember there being some funny memes.
There's some goofy
and, like,
stuff he would post about, like,
wacky shit he said. Because wasn't he
government.
homeless?
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, he's a homeless guy
Yeah.
posting on Facebook from his phone.
Right, from
so
his
he's
cell phone.
homeless, but he has a phone posting his thoughts on Facebook, which
Yeah.
is my favorite part about it.
He did make a video to prove he was homeless, where he filmed himself walking back from 7-Eleven with a piece of 7-Eleven pizza, and he filmed himself like walking back to this little like nook behind a dumpster where he had like a cardboard box flattened and laid out, and then like a tarp that he was sleeping under.
Where is he charging his phone? I guess he goes to the McDonald's and plugs his phone into a wall or something.
I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Homeless people who are connected.
He's homeless, but he's
as long as
getting
he
by
has enough money to
But
get his
he
4G
can maintain
like,
a cell phone.
Actually, he really all he needs is a phone and Wi-Fi, so he could just go into Walmart, use the Wi-Fi, and not have to pay anything.
Does Walmart have
No,
Wi-Fi?
not Walmart, McDonald's. Same difference.
Yeah, it's
Walmart, McDonald's,
essentially
it's
the same
thing.
place.
Yeah. But it was, all your fairly kooky, if normal Facebook run-of-the-mill kind of shit.
Yeah.
And then,
my mom has some people like that on her Facebook where I'm just like, where do you come from?
Where you're just like, you're, alright, sure, whatever. You have some stupid opinions, but I'll just, laugh at it and we keep moving. But then one day, he had some sort of identity crisis, I'm assuming, because all of a sudden his Facebook page went from being in English, Bobby King Murugu. He had a picture of himself as his profile picture. He's like a husky black man, It went from being that, his Facebook profile suddenly became all in Japanese.
Oh.
And it became a picture of a very thin albino Japanese man.
Okay.
And he was stating from his profile that now he was albino and Japanese.
Now he is.
And that led to an interesting turn of events. He made a Facebook post about how Anderson Cooper reportedly had an interview where he came out as albino, because it's something you couldn't come out as, apparently.
Well, you can
Anderson
identify
Cooper
as
albino?
He is not.
Oh.
But it came with a picture of Anderson Cooper edited to have like pink eyes and like super pale skin. So I was like, yeah. Okay.
Albino Anderson Cooper. Because there's this movement of people who identify as albino, and now they're all coming out.
Yeah.
I'm trans albino, okay?
Absolutely. And since then, his madness has really just ramped up. He's an avid Trump supporter, so that's always good. And sometimes he'll not post for a couple of days.
So's Obama's brother.
Oh, well, there you
What
go.
if Bobby King Murugu is Obama's brother?
Malik Obama.
Bobby King Murugu
Malik Obama.
is Obama's brother.
Malik Obama's classic.
But it really just kind of goes off the wall every once in a while. He made a really good post today. I have to see if I can find this.
I've seen the profile picture. It's pretty funny. And
It's-
he does it. He posts in Japanese.
Yeah. Sometimes he just posts in Japanese.
He Google translates his English
Oh,
writing
no.
and then posts in Japanese. So
I was thinking,
you
like,
can just
how
auto-translate
is
it
he
back.
writing in Japanese? But
Yes.
so the auto-translate's always perfect.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's just
perfect.
it's just Google's
It's
version of Japanese. That's
perfect.
fucking hilarious.
He speaks Google Japanese.
Google Japanese.
God, I'm in love with Bobby. Just Bobby King Murugu.
Bobby
The
King.
name is it
The
says
name
it
is
all.
great.
It's perfect.
It's
Let's
a great
see.
name.
Today he made a pretty great statement about the nature of being homosexual. Let me see if I can find
Yes.
that.
Is this going to be a pro or anti statement?
What do you?
Well, you know
it's
what?
pretty pro. I'd say it's pretty pro, as in
it's-
professional.
So here are his thoughts. Are women solely responsible for the rise of homosexuality, even in the cases of other women choosing opposite gender sexual orientation? What does that mean?
Was that a question or?
That was
it's
one
always-
non-stop thought.
It's always written in this way where you can't tell if it's a question or a statement, and then it's like doesn't begin or end in like.
But then he answers his own question by responding to his post. And it says, I believe so, but there are always exceptions and instances where it is not solely the female cause. So he answers his own questions on his posts.
So his theory is that the rise of gay men is because of women.
Yes, women are the
but
cause.
there's no explanation of why.
Yeah, he just goes, yeah.
It just is because of
He
women
says yes.
somehow, in some nebulous fashion.
There's another one. Is a predominantly feminist-driven and unfavorable opposite gender sexual activity society an implicit direct result, verdict, and/or course for generating unnatural sexual orientation? Thus is nurture taking its rightful role, and by that,
Are these-
this new universal sexual identification a movement of its own? And he responds to himself, yes, 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 and no.
Okay.
I love
So
the false intellectual he is.
I feel
Where like
like-
he uses these words, but they're not in a way that makes sense
In a way
at
that
all.
makes no sense.
I feel like what he's
it's
doing.
not English.
It sounds to me Like he's taking like just article headings of like alt-right news websites and then just like posting them and then answering whether he what he thinks of that title without
Maybe?
having read the article, just like what his response is to the thesis question.
It's very possible because there is one time where he made a status that was literally just the Wikipedia article summation of Plato's allegory of the cave. And you could tell he copyrighted it because it was in like perfect English, like none of that weird run-on bullshit. It was like perfectly logical, and you're like, yeah, he didn't write that.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I just love the way he talks. Where you can tell he really thinks he's smart. Like he thinks he's going on this genius rant.
Here's another
And like the
great
people
one.
on his face will be like, oh yeah, you're right. What a
Do
what
they
a
really? Are they
thought-provoking
really like
question.
that?
Oh no way.
People,
Oh.
yeah,
Do
people try to
ever,
argue
like-
with him,
Okay.
but it never really goes anywhere.
Because you quickly realize that what you're talking to is not a sane person.
Exactly.
Yes.
If you can read that and think that he's sane, there's something wrong with you.
Well, people just don't. I think a lot of the arguments that happen on Facebook are just people not realizing the different wavelengths that other people are on.
Yeah.
Like everyone kind of expects other people to be rational and normal, not
And
realizing that the internet
that's not
is,
the case.
you know, a place where just utter madness happens. You know.
Yeah. It.
How do I go in a loop like that? What the
There's
fuck?
another carpet that'll come down.
Oh, well, they're supposed to get off this carpet?
You don't have to. Different
Dope.
stars.
So he changed his identity. He's no longer from Virginia. He's actually from Toshima, Tokyo. And he went to
Bobby
the
King
Maxwell
Murugu.
Adventist Academy.
Does his Japanese name translate to Bobby King Murugu?
I really
Or, like-
don't know.
'cause it is like kanji, isn't it?
It is kanji.
Is he like just a vaporwave producer? Like, is this all a social experiment
If
or
he
something?
is, he's doing a great job, and I would buy that album.
If you didn't have a friend who already knew him
I
in
would
real
buy
life,
that album.
then like, oh definitely. It's the fact that you had a friend who knew him that makes him all credible.
Right.
Like you know he's
Like,
not just
he's always been this
like
insane.
memeing. Like he is some insane guy.
Like,
So I look forward to sharing more Bobby King Murugu in the future when he does something wacky.
Keep
Well-
updates on him. Keep tabs on Bobby King Murugu.
Always.
here's the thing: is today he still has his Japanese account, but then he made another account that's just Bobby Murugu. That is also him, and that's all his real information. So now I don't know if he's like
It's
doing
like a
the
weird
albino
double-
Japanese thing for attention, or
I think it might be a trans commentary. I think he's commentating on the fact that you can just change your identity to whatever you want now. So he's identifying as an albino Japanese man because he's being a satirical douche. Like,
Do you think?
because he seems
it's
like
all
he would have that
satire?
opinion.
I don't
think-
know.
I don't
Do you
think he
he's
is
smart enough to pull
satire.
off a satire like that?
That's because I don't think he is.
No.
But then that's what it feels like.
Who knows, man?
Dude, he's made some pretty meta commentary on this as well.
Oh,
It's-
God.
I can't believe that this is not sincere.
What is this commentary?
Well, it's like those. It was a couple months ago, and he was making those commentaries about like the nature of existence and shit like that. Like, it was really weird.
The People's Champion. Alright, I guess that's all we got on Bobby King Murugu. I hope everyone enjoyed that story.
Oh my god.
I've been excited about that for a while.
He's got commentaries on prostitution. It's great. It's.
What is he pro or anti-prostitution?
I can't tell from what he says here. It just says, in the act of
You
prostitution.
just know he has an opinion.
Yeah.
He's
Meaning
not sure
sex
what
for
it is.
favor or exchange of property in tangible form outside of a social relationship should be
Literally
deemed void. What does that
Void.
mean?
Should
Void.
be
Void.
deemed void.
Just
What
void.
do you mean by void?
I
As
don't
in,
know.
if you have sex with a prostitute, it is
doesn't
void. It was
count.
not real
Void.
sex. It does not count.
It's void. It's just
This
void.
sex is void.
void.
I hereby void your sex.
And then there are times when he'll just post Lil Wayne lyrics for no reason.
Oh, all right.
Do you just have to
Yeah.
Google search everything he says? Just like, I wonder if he copied that from somewhere.
Yeah, you just gotta wonder
or
what
does he
he's,
like put Lil Wayne?
I mean, Lil
with it?
Wayne has a lot of hilarious lyrics, so you know that might be.
This is a
might be
fucking
worthwhile.
nightmare. Oh, this is the red rings.
Oh my
okay.
god.
I would be ecstatic to find out that he was a character.
I
Like a Jace W.
wish
Connors-esque.
I wish this was true. I really just I don't know. A man who is alleged to sell just pounds and pounds of fake Gucci bags.
Why is it
That's
pounds?
the best part.
Why is it measured in pounds? Is that how he describes it?
I believe when he described it to my friend, he said it was something like a couple 100 pounds of fake Gucci bags.
Couple hundred
Why
pounds
pounds?
of fake Gucci
I
bags.
don't know. Can you measure fake Gucci bags in kilos?
I don't know.
Like
You
drugs?
think it'd be kilos?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like I can if you're saying I'm selling like pounds of Coke or something, I'd be like, okay, that sounds like a lot of Coke. You
Yeah,
know, like because Coke
right.
is bought in relatively small amounts.
Maybe
I
when they
think.
convict you, they have to put it in pounds.
Yeah, but like Gucci bags are not necessarily light. Like I would think a Gucci bag would weigh a pound.
You would
So
think
if you
so.
say I sold, 5 pounds of Gucci bags, it's like a what? That's like
Five-
5
that's
bags.
five
You
bags.
could do that in an
hundreds
hour.
of
that's
pounds
pretty
of
good.
Gucci bags.
Yeah, I mean, hundreds of pounds a little more impressive, but like, when people talk about moving kilos of, it's like that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I don't know how many Gucci bags, a couple 100 pounds of Gucci bags would be, but
How big are these Gucci bags?
I really need pictures of the alleged Gucci bags.
I mean, if you really want to go all in on this hope, you should ask him for pictures of the Gucci bags.
Picture
I'm a
it did
little
happen.
scared to talk to him in any kind of in-depth
Yeah, because you don't know
format.
if he's gonna like continue that conversation.
Yeah.
That's I mean, if Monkey were talking to this guy, he would be all in on getting as much information out of him
Absolutely.
as possible.
Yeah.
He'd be like constantly pretending to be his friend so he could get more info.
I can't commit to that. I really
Yeah,
can't.
you gotta-
I wish
mean,
I could.
If you had like a fake alternate account, that would be probably. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
maybe somebody who's listening. I mean, we've said the guy's name here.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So-
I don't know if he's
maybe-
easy to find on Facebook, but I can't imagine
Well,
there's a lot of guys named Bobby King Murugu.
Well, the problem is the fake account is the one that's in kanji, and I don't
Yeah.
know what it actually says. I just know it is him.
Oh man.
Potential lolcow. Unearthed first here on Digi.
Yes. If he becomes a known
Living
meme,
meme that-
let it be known that we found him.
We created this monster.
What a man! Oh my god. Just there's so much. So much shit.
Well, we've told that story now. We still have like 5 minutes left
Yeah.
in this episode, though. Unfortunately, it was not a 20-minute.
I didn't think it would be 20 minutes.
No.
But
I love it when our stories are exactly the length of an episode.
yeah,
that's always
usually
the
best. How the fuck do I get there? I gotta like fall off
I
and
don't-
then like
I don't
whip
know.
around.
I think you just gotta do some wall jumping, dude.
Right here.
Maybe. Maybe it's like a little far. Let's jump
Oh,
off
maybe
the
I
other
can
wall.
jump. Yeah. Holy shit.
My father and grandfather are dead. Where they are, no wonder no one comments. Thank you, Bobby King Murugu.
That's kind of depressing.
That's just yeah.
Can you not kick off of that back wall?
I don't know about that. Hold on. Let me just perfectly time out these jumps.
Perfect.
Ah, that would have worked. Alright, talk about something.
I'm just.
Something. I'm just
I
looking
get
at Bobby
caught,
King Murugu's
I get
statuses.
caught up in the moment when you. Do
Oh,
it.
yeah!
When you're like really
Nailed
trying
it.
to pull something off. That's when I always get like on the edge.
Whoa, then it starts to feel like a let's
Edge of your
play.
seat.
I guess that's why Monkey Jones doesn't show his show his co-host what he's doing.
Well, that's just because he can't in that particular format.
I love that though.
Yeah, the Spiral Let's Plays have been
The
fantastic.
Spyros have been like the best let's plays ever.
Incidentally, Digibros fans who loved if any of you loved Monkey's episodes, which were fucking amazing. They were hilarious.
Yeah.
The best time of, I didn't expect to love, like, I remembered it just being drunken chaos, and it was, but it
Yeah.
was also hilarious.
Yes.
Monkey's planning to come back on, like, the 15th
Oh
of
shit!
March, and he said he wants to stay for a whole weekend and record all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
He's gonna bring his monkey mask and everything.
Monkey Jones.
We'll have a real monkey party.
I did think it was amazing he went into a barber shop and didn't realize that it was going to be all black people. Like, that's so
Which
just
is not-
natural for us.
Yeah,
Like,
here
yeah.
it's barbershop equals black. Here.
Even Hope knows, and she's not even a guy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, growing up, I had been told that, like barbershop means men's hair. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it's like. It's barber is for guys and a salon is for girls. But then, like, yeah, in our experience,
Yeah.
if it's a barbershop, it's a black place here, you know.
Exactly.
Only time I've ever been in a barbershop was with Marcus.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly,
Which I went
yeah.
with Marcus and Derek, and it was awkward. And they look at you like you're insane for being a white person in a barbershop.
They didn't look at me. I mean, the one we went to was pretty empty. It was just like
I'm
one
like, you
old
see that I'm
lady.
with a couple black guys. Like, it's not like I'm just hanging out here because I want to.
Yeah. I mean, you would think Monkey would at least be aware of the fact that the movie Barbershop
I know.
is a black
Yeah.
movie. It's like a Tyler Perry movie. Like, there's a reason for that.
There's your sign.
Here's your sign. God, we were watching
Fucking
Jeff Dunham the other day. That's not Jeff Dunham,
that's Jeff,
but that's
Yes,
Jeff
Jeff Foxworthy, but it reminded me
But,
of Jeff Dunham.
But we were watching Jeff Dunham, and like I remember liking Jeff Dunham as a kid, and he's just
never liked
fucking
him.
awful,
He's
man.
awful.
He's horrible, and it's like this weird, like I didn't realize how like
Racist it is.
yeah, racist and southern and like sexist and horrible. I was like, oh my god.
It's
I had no
conservative
recollection
humor.
of how
Yeah.
conservative and like
It really
That's
is.
why
How down south it
HDH3
felt.
uses it as such a meme.
Yeah.
Because it's like this.
because he was like the biggest comedian. It's like, oh, it's because he appealed to like racists.
That's the lowest common denominator.
It was weird. I didn't remember it that way at all. But I guess I was a kid, so I wasn't really thinking about it. You know, I was just kind of like, hey, this is funny. He's got
You just
puppets.
saw a bunch of stupid puppets, and,
And
you
like
were
the puppets
yeah.
are cool. Like his puppetry is really nice. And like the way he controls them feels really like animated and alive.
You ever had moments where you think back on Carlos Mencia and realize how many of
Yeah.
his opinions would piss you off if you heard
Oh
them
my
today?
god, I'd probably fucking hate it so much.
Like I watched I mean, we watched a lot of
I used to love
Comedy
Carlos
Central
Mencia.
back in
Yeah,
the day.
'cause I just loved every comedian who came on.
Yeah, we just
because I was a kid and it was cool.
We watched everything on Comedy Central, and like there was a lot of Mencia because there was Mind of Mencia and he had specials,
Yeah.
and like
He was fucking
I remember
huge.
finding some of his jokes really funny, but then like
He'd get really
it was hit or
preachy.
miss. Yeah, he would
Yeah.
get preachy and it would get annoying.
Which as a
but,
kid,
like,
I liked the preachiness because I was a young, susceptible mind.
yeah, but like when I think back on the stuff he was preaching about, I was like, no, I'm not okay with this. You know, like his whole idea that like you have to beat your kids and you're bad if you don't, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't think I agree with that, Carlos. I don't think you know psychology very well. I think you're basing this on like conjecture and loose evidence that that is not scientifically backed. You know.
But my mom beat me when I was a kid.
Means it's
And look how
okay.
great I turned out.
And I was a
I'm
great
a fucking
kid.
comedian, you know? Like, that's how, like, it's really funny to me, any, like, I refuse to say, like, my parents did everything right, because, like, I feel, I'm happy with how I've gone, and I love my parents, and we're close, but I don't want to imply that this is, like I turned out great. Like, I don't think you want to be me. I don't
Yeah.
think I'm a good goal to aspire to. Like, you know, my parents are happy with how I turned out. I'm happy with how I turned out. But I don't know if I want to encourage other people to try to produce this result. You know,
fuck.
this is maybe not the result that would be best for society, for instance. You know.
Yeah, you're not a normal guy, and you didn't have the easiest upbringing in terms of being social
No.
and normal.
Still not.
Like if you want to raise
still
a
not
normal
social
kid,
or normal.
Raise a
we
normie.
did not.
If you want to
go down the
raise
right path.
a YouTuber who spends all their time in their room and has to go out every day and buy food and manga just to feel alive,
Yeah.
then go ahead and raise a kid exactly like my parents did. You know.
I think like
I don't know though, because your parents like produced a very interesting variety. Because like
it's because there were different
there's
points
you
in our
and
lives,
Victor and
you know.
Shade.
Yeah, I mean, we're all kind of the same. Like,
Yeah.
we're all pretty like neurotic, kind of depressive. Shade's not nearly as depressive as we are.
Yeah.
Shade is weirdly happy. In fact, I don't understand how he is so happy with his life. Shade is so
He's
into.
just so chill.
Shade works at Domino's and he loves it.
He is really into dominoes.
Shade-
It's
Shade
Really
weird.
sincerely into Domino's?
Yeah, I mean
Dude,
he's he has a plan for what he wants to do, which is like become a manager at Domino's and like do all the stuff at Domino's and work there for like 5 years. I know, but like a next level.
He doesn't want to work there for like a super long time.
Because he wants to transfer over to Tropical Smoothie, where he'll make a higher rate. He'll make like $10 an hour to like a Tropical Smoothie, and he has this detailed plan. And I'm like, why can't you get a plan like this for anything else in your life? Why does it have to be for working the fast food chain? Like,
well, he's just like because he just. Like, Shade is a hard worker and he takes a lot of pride in the work he does. It's just a matter of, like there's tangible, you know, like, he really likes helping the other people at Domino's. Like, because his boss is like...
Oh, what the fuck?
He was describing to me how, like, he really likes his boss, but his boss is, like, super overworked, and the other people, you know, like, the people working under him are unreliable, and his boss is, like, you know, someone who's working a fucking Domino's job in his 30s and like works 12-hour days because he has to do everything. And so like Shade really like enjoys working to help that guy. You know, so Shade will work 12-hour shifts and shit like to help out because he actually he described to me, I really care about the numbers our store pulls.
Oh my god.
He has
He's a perfect employee.
That's so
He's an amazing, which is exactly like Mom. He's exactly the same as Mom.
That's true.
Mom worked for Spencer's for like 4 years. They treated her like shit. She had to do everything. She got paid jack shit, but she cared so much about being the best store in the district that she would like she took so much pride in that all the ridiculous amount of stress she was feeling doing the job like somehow was all worth it to her, you know. Like Shade is exactly the same as Mom.
Where it's like he's never had anything to apply himself to in his life, and so now it's like the first thing where he just has this system in place, and he's part of the thing, and then he wants to help the thing,
and
you
it's
know?
not, like, because Shade's never been good at school because it's just boring and not, like, you know, like, this is something tangible where it's like you put in work and you get a reward. Like, that's why
he's helping other people. You're never helping anyone in school, you know?
Yeah, like,
he was never in a club or anything. Like, I got that out of, like, the drama club, where it was like, I would put in a lot of work for the drama club even when I wasn't acting in something, just because I liked it and I wanted to help everyone, you know?
Next time
what the fuck? I thought I was there!
Next time on Digi Bros, I forgot we were still on the Bobby King Murugu episode, so we gotta
shit, you're right.
Break it up.
That was a long episode. Oh, what do I do? Oh, I guess we can go back this way.